So I'm joined now by Betfred's Alan Firkins. Alan, lots to look forward to this weekend. At the moment, it looks like all the games are going ahead. So first of all, we'll start with the late kick-off this afternoon. We've got Manchester City hosting Tottenham Hotspur, 5:30 at the Etihad Stadium. This is one to look forward to. I know that Fred's already paid out on City to win the title, but for Spurs, this is a huge game. They're currently 8th in the table and were beaten 2-0 by Wolves last weekend.
Yes, hi Mark. Hi everyone. Spurs are on a poor trot at the minute. But if any team are set up to give City trouble, it's Spurs. They have done in the past. They've got pace all over the team. Son, Kane, Moura, etc. You're right, of course, Fred has paid out already. City, if you still want to have a bet on them to win the league, 10's on. So rather prohibitive. Fred perhaps right. City Spurs this afternoon, 5:30. Betfred betting 2-7 about City. It's 5-1 the draw and 11-1 if you fancy a Spurs shock. Antonio Conte, of course, the manager there, has won the league before with Chelsea. And as I say, Spurs, if anybody's set up to give City a bit of trouble, it could be them. Harry Kane will be at the Etihad. That was a scenario that nearly happened in a rather more permanent fashion at the beginning of the season. City have scored 61 Premier League goals this season so far. That's tying for the top spot with Liverpool. Spurs have only scored 28, and the great Harry Kane has only managed to contribute 5 of those from his 21 starts. So an interesting little sideshow there. Can Harry Kane show the City fans perhaps what they might have got?
Yeah, possibly. But as we just alluded to then, Wolves did beat Spurs last weekend. Wolves are now 7th in the table. Do you personally think they could potentially push and get that 6th place spot this season?
Well, there's a chance. I was, again, looking at their stats. They've scored precious few goals themselves, but they've given away very few as well. They're right up there with the likes of City in terms of the meanness of the defence. And I actually saw the match at the Etihad when Wolves came, and they got beat 1-0. I'm not saying they were unlucky, but they defended for their lives that day. They're a very difficult team to break down, very obdurate. And yes, they've got a chance. They've certainly got a chance at 6, without a doubt, in my opinion.
Excellent stuff. Now, just want to refer back to City's 5-0 victory over Sporting Lisbon on Tuesday night in the Champions League. City now favourites with Betfred to go and win the title for the first time ever. They're priced at 9-4, Liverpool 4-1, Chelsea 8-1 and Manchester United 20-1. So Alan, looking at City, strong performance, 5-star performance really. What did you make of it?
It was a terrific effort. I think the difference was that they took their chances. As Guardiola said afterwards, you can have that kind of domination, if you like, possession-wise, but it doesn't always translate into goals. But, suddenly they were 2, 3, 4 up even at half-time. The terrific stuff, 2 marvellous goals from Silva and Sterling. A cracking performance. The second leg should be a formality, famous last words. And then it's onwards and upwards. I think 2 that we missed out in the betting there might have a bit of a say in matters. Bayern at 9-2 and PSG at 7-1. Yeah. PSG, you can never discount the Galacticos, etc. And Bayern 9-2, always there and thereabouts. But yeah, the UK teams, the English teams, have a cracking chance, I think, this year. Yeah,
absolutely. And Manchester United, next week, they travel to Atletico Madrid. As I said then, 20-1. Realistically, United aren't going to do it this season, are they? Not the greatest team. They've got to be concentrating on just getting top 4 in the Premier League.
Yes, and top 4-wise, they are 7-4 with Betfred, Mark, to secure that top 4 spot. I think we mentioned Arsenal just previously, 6-5. They've got quite a few games in hand. So United might still have the work cut out for that top 4 spot. They are odds against to achieve it. Let's hope, fingers crossed, that they can do that. But yeah, that's surely their focus. Tough old ask with Atletico, but stranger things have happened.
Absolutely, but before they play Atletico next week, they make the tough trip to Leeds United on Sunday. This one, well, there's no love lost between the two clubs. Do you think this one's got the ingredients to be a real feisty encounter?
Absolutely, a cracker. And those of us firmly south of 21 remember some fantastic players in these clashes down the years, as you've alluded to there, Mark. Betting for Sunday's match, a 2 o'clock kick-off at Ellen Road. 16-5 about Leeds, so shade over 3-1. It's 3-1 the draw, and it's 17-20 about United. I just have this match down for a draw in personal terms. Leeds are 15th in the table. They're very, very inconsistent. But we know what they're capable of on their day, and they will surely be motivated for the visit of Manchester United for all those reasons that you mentioned there, Mark. United, of course, could do with the results, but yeah, interesting. Threes for the draw is my tentative tip.
Well, there you go then. But Leeds, 6 points above the relegation zone. So even though the main focus will be doing one over on their old rivals, they've got a lot to play for this season. Still not clear of danger. They'll want to retain their position in the Premier League for a third successive season. Well, it's been great speaking to you, Alan, and have a great weekend.